Okay, continuing with example 4 where I left. Sorry for that. Okay, I was saying this is a valid solution because it is not a negative number, and when you take the value of x and put it there, replace it there or even there in the original equation, it has to give you that value which is there or this value which is here. And the other side, it is invalid because of a negative number. A negative number with logs, this will just give you a math error. So this solution is invalid, this side. So going to number 5, the equation is the exponential equation, which is 2 to the power 3x minus 1 is equals to 32. So what you do, you apply the power law. Then this 3x minus 1 goes to the left hand side, which is log 2 is equals to log 32. You apply the log both sides. Apply the logs both sides. Or you can use natural logs, which is in. So that becomes, you want to find the value of x, but first of all you have to divide by log 2 both sides. So log 32 divided by log 2 gave me positive 5 only, and the other side I have only 3x minus 1, which is equals to 5. Now you have a linear equation to solve. From there, collect like terms as usual, add positive 1 here, add positive 1 both sides, and that gave me positive 6. And then the equation was 3x is equals to 6. Now you want to find the value of x only. There you divide by 3 both sides, so that gives you the value of x as equals to positive 2. So after that, try to take this value here where you have x and try to see if this gives you 32. Going to the last example, which is 4 marks. Number 6. It is 4 to the power 2x minus 65 times 4 to the power x plus 64 is equals to 0, which is 4 marks. How are you going to solve this one? It is usually a quadratic equation that has to be formed first. So let the middle term be equals to something. So 4 to the power x is equals to k. This 4 to the power x is a middle term after rearranging the equation if it wasn't rearranged for you. So you'll have something like this. Where did I get this? I said always put the 2 outside. It can be 3 in a cubic form. It can be 3 or 2. So this is a 2 here. That's why I factorized with a 2 outside. Now inside the brackets you have 4 to the power x, which is close brackets to the power 2, minus 65 times 4 to the power x, which is this one, plus 64, which is equals to 0. Then remember you made a condition here which says 4 to the power x is equals to k. So wherever you see 4 to the power x, you must put what? A k. So that means this is a k. Then k to the power 2, it is k squared. Then here is a multiplication. You multiply negative 65 times k. That gives you negative 65k plus 64 is equals to 0. The equation looks to be very complicated, but it's very easy. Just use any method that you're comfortable with. Okay, I trust factorization very much, or using completing the squares. So I factorized by looking for the factors of positive 64, whereas when I multiply I get positive 64, and when I add I get the middle term. So I got negative 1 and negative 64. So those are the factors that I got. And then you factorize by grouping. I have k is equals to 1 or k is equals to 64. But do not forget the condition that you made, that wherever you see 4 to the power x, it must be equals to k. Now you say, let k be equals to the power 4x. So that brings you to this stage. 4 to the power x is equals to 1, or 4 to the power x is equals to 64. Then from there, I used natural logs. You can use the normal logs. So you divide by in 4 both sides here, and that gives you x is equals to 0. In 1 divide by in 4, it gives you a 0. Or this side, it is in 4 equals to in 64. Then you divide by in 4 both sides, because you want to find x alone. So the value of x is positive 3. And you must prove to see if your values are valid or not. Take this value of x and replace it here to see if you are getting 64. Or try this value and replace it there in the original equation and see if you are getting 0. Also try this value, replace it there and see if you are getting a positive 1. Or try this value into the original equation and see if it is giving you 0. So this was about exponential equations. There are a lot of them. You need to practice them. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please.